Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're getting into a really fascinating idea about transformation, what it really means to face those wild, untamed parts of ourselves to find something deeper and more true.
Okay, let's just start with this powerful image from the Gospel of Mark. This isn't just about some scenery. This is setting the stage for an incredible journey into the self, a place where real change can actually happen. But let's be honest, being driven into the wilderness with wild beasts, that sounds pretty intense, doesn't it?
And that makes you wonder, right? Is this supposed to be a punishment? Is being sent to this desolate, scary place a sign that you failed? Or could it be something else entirely? The source material we're looking at today suggests it's definitely the latter.
So let's talk about this idea of a strange initiation. This journey into the wild, it turns out, might not be an accident at all. It might be a deliberate, even necessary first step.
And this is the key. It completely reframes the entire experience. The wilderness isn't some place of suffering you get sent to because you messed up. No, it's a place of purpose that you're led to. It's the starting line for the real journey of transformation.
So where does this idea go from here? Well, this wilderness we're talking about, it's not necessarily a physical place with sand and sun. It's actually an internal landscape, a place we can all get to.
Think of it more like a state of being. It's that raw, honest, internal space where we finally stop pretending. It's where all the noise of the outside world fades away and we're just left with, well, ourselves. It's the place where we stop running.
And the thing is, we don't have to just stumble into it by accident. We can actually choose to enter this space. Things like fasting or just radically simplifying our lives, carving out quiet time for prayer, or even just moments of solitude. These are all like invitations to step into our own inner desert.
Okay, so what happens when we actually get there? When all the usual distractions finally fall away, what do we find waiting for us in all that quiet?
Well, the wisdom of the old desert fathers, which our source highlights, suggests that we meet our demons. But hold on, these are not external monsters with horns and tails. They're actually powerful metaphors for the raw, untamed energies that live inside every single one of us.
And what's so interesting is how relatable these beasts are. We're talking about things like fear, anger, those old resentments we can't seem to shake, loneliness, compulsions, that constant urge to control everything. These are the feelings that just bubble right up to the surface the moment we finally stop distracting ourselves and just sit still.
And this right here, this is a huge shift in perspective. Seeing these things surface isn't a sign that you're doing something wrong or that you're a failure. It's actually a sign that you've arrived. You've gotten to the place where the real, deeper work can finally begin.
But the story doesn't just end with us wrestling our inner beasts. Remember that very first quote from Mark? There was another presence there in the wilderness too. See, this is the other half of the story. At the exact same time that Jesus is with the wild beasts, he is also being attended to by angels. Help is there, right in the middle of the struggle.
This shows the incredible duality of this inner desert. It's a place of danger and hidden help. It's a place of raw, chaotic energy and profound mercy. Fear and grace exist in the very same space. You don't have to conquer the beasts to earn the angels. They show up together.
So, if you're not supposed to fight these demons with aggression, what do you do? Well, the approach is completely different. It's all about courageous presence. First, you don't run. You just stay with the feeling. Second, you name it. You just acknowledge it. This is anger, or this is fear. And third, you just stand with it. You allow it to be there, and you meet it with mercy, not with contempt.
Okay, so how does this all come together? This whole practice of presence and compassion? Well, it becomes the very engine of real change.
This is really the core takeaway of this entire idea. True, lasting transformation doesn't happen when we finally perfect ourselves or get rid of all our flaws. It happens the exact moment we stop running from them and we turn around to face them with honesty and courage.
And the ultimate promise of this journey is that we don't have to face those parts of ourselves with contempt. We can actually learn to meet even the wildest, most frightening parts of who we are with a powerful, liberating kind of compassion. And that is where real freedom is found.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, the question we want to leave you with isn't if you have an inner wilderness. We all do. The real question is, which one is calling for your attention right now? What truth is just waiting to surface?
if you're willing to meet both the beasts and the angels within.